Well, as I promised you, someone with a story of adventure to share with you this segment. I'm talking to Courtney Hunter, who is a grade 12 student at Peacock Collegiate, who spent her summer not working in a concession or working in town. She actually went to New York to study some theater. And it's been a pretty good year because just before she left, she was elected president of the student body at Peacock. And so it's been, this is congratulations.
Thank you.
And just yesterday, as we're filming, you came second in the senior girls for the cross-country divisional regionals. So that's pretty good too.
Yeah,
you know, because so like I said, you had a really good year.
Yeah, I feel really good about my year, and I feel really good about yesterday, about getting second. It's senior year, so.
Yeah,
it's what
you get to go to provincials.
I know, yeah.
To Medstead. I was trying to explain that Medstead is not on the highway.
Yeah, I have no idea where it is yet, so.
Well, you'll know next week. Yeah. So let's talk about some of the adventures that you've had. You left for New York. You were there for a month, and you went to the
New York Conservatory for Dramatic Arts.
And you studied there with how many other people were on the?
Well, there was probably 80 people in total, like from around the world. But in my group that I had, it was just 17, and we stuck together the whole 4 weeks.
Yeah. Well, I know some of the postings that you put on there. You went to most places in New York that people should go, eh?
Yeah, I had like a kind of a bucket list of just like things I wanted to do. The first thing was really simple, but as soon as I got in the New York taxi, I was like, I gotta stick my head out it and be like, off the movies when they're like, oh, New York. So I did that, but it was funny when I asked the cab driver, I was like, can I stick my head out the window? He's like, yeah, I don't care. She's like, oh, okay.
They were friendly guys, the cab drivers?
Yeah, they were nice. I think he's been there for like 3 years, and then as soon as I got in the cab, I was like, oh my God, New York. And then he's just like, oh.
Yeah, so you flew down, and just tell us what you were there doing.
Well, I was doing this 4-week professional acting training program, and I had 2 kind of days, and they just alternated throughout the weeks, but every single day I started with voice class, and then I'd have a actors movement class, stage combat class.
Stage combat?
Yeah, so, I mean, I could.
No, we're on the stage.
Yeah. Yeah.
But with implements, like with swords and stuff like that, or just throwing each other around?
Like fighting and like choking and punching and like.
Kind of like with your brothers.
Yeah, but I'm not actually hurting them. So. And then I had an improv class, commercial, and then film class, which was my favorite, and then just like normal acting class. So.
Every day?
Every day. Well, the classes kind of alternated throughout the days, but voice class I had every day.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And then, and some of the teachers there, they're pretty good, eh?
Yeah, a lot of the teachers, like, they're actors themselves as well. So they talked a lot about like the business and stuff, and union and like non-union, and so I learned a lot of what the business is like.
Yeah. How'd you find out about it?
Well, I'm signed with an agency down there, and they tell me about auditions for things, but I can't really do them because I'm here in Moose Jaw.
Yeah.
But there was auditions in Toronto for the school, and then I just kind of clicked on it to just browse, and then I saw that they have a summer program, and I just looked into it, and then went from there.
Yeah. Well, and you went and you met lots of interesting people. Were any other Canadians there?
Oh yeah, there was like 4, I think, but they are all from like Ontario. No one's from Saskatchewan, but they call it Saskatchewan everywhere. I don't know. Yeah, they're from Ontario, and they were definitely interesting as well. It's kind of cool to talk to other Canadians when you're like down in the States with all Americans, and I don't know, do you just talk about the things you have and that they don't, and just like you connect.
Yeah. Winter.
Yeah, and like poutines, and I don't know.
They don't have poutine?
No, well, I don't know. They might have poutines, but they don't call it that. And it's not as like popular there. Like here, everyone loves poutines.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's a French-Canadian heritage, and our dual cultures in our country. So did you learn about television commercials? You really like that, or television itself, and movies?
Yeah, actually, I love that part because I haven't done a lot of that. Like I've done a lot of theater and things like that. But then I had like a film class and I learned like all the people behind the set, and we actually got to like act
What's a
as
gaffer
those
do?
people. Oh, they hold the boomer to get all the sound,
Yeah.
I guess. And then I got to act on like film, which was definitely different, you know, and like do the close-ups, and it's a lot of like
Was that
work.
intimidating when the camera's like right there?
It's different. Like I've never done it before, but it was cool. I liked it. And then I had commercial class, so I remember one day we specifically like had something, but we had to taste as if it were something else. It was like a cracker, but we were pretending we were tasting like something else because I don't know. We just learned a lot of different things and like name slates and stuff.
So it was a great experience, and you want to go back, I guess.
Yeah, next year I plan to go and do their 2-year professional program, and then, well, I have an agent down there, but I don't think my contract will be still around. So I want to get an agent and start my career young, I guess.
Oh man, that's pretty exciting. Now, yeah, of course, here at Peacock, you've been in musicals and one acts and fall plays and all those kind of things.
Yes.
Did that prepare you pretty well for where you getting there, or not at all?
It's a lot different in New York. Like, I mean, it definitely prepared me because I've acted before and like been in front of an audience and did all that stuff and in that way. But I don't know, my acting class about like when you actually have a character, there's so much more to it than just like if you have like a character in a high school play.
Cowboy number 2.
Yeah, or something. It's a lot different. You go really into depth of it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so I definitely learned a lot.
Yeah, and some of the things, let's talk about what was on your bucket list to do, aside from yelling out the side of a cab, but this is New York.
Well, I've never seen the ocean before, so I saw the ocean, which was amazing. I went to the very top of the Empire State Building. I don't know if I should say it, but my bucket list, I wanted to like kiss someone at the very, very top.
Oh, and did
So,
you?
yeah, I did.
Oh.
So, I mean, that was kind of cool.
It wasn't meaningful though, it was just
No, it
like,
was just kind of like, hey, this is on
is
my
what-
bucket list.
yeah.
And I was like,
You're-
okay.
It's your lucky day.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
checked it off. And what else to do? Went to like Chinatown and Little Italy, walked over and back across the Brooklyn Bridge. I don't know. There's like a lot of things, like little things that I
Did
did
you go to
too.
Central Park?
Oh, Central Park was one of them. I went to there.
You didn't ride in one of those carriages with the horses and stuff?
No, but they're everywhere.
Yeah?
Yeah, Central Park is really big.
Yeah.
There's like zoos and everything everywhere. It's weird. But I
Yeah.
mean, it's not weird, it's cool. It's just different than what you see
Your
here.
teenage talk is weird, but it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you learned and you came back, and now you're here, and you're in the musical.
Yes.
Peacock is doing Grease,
Yeah, it's gonna be
and you're
good.
one of the Pink Ladies.
I'm excited, yeah. It will be fun. I'm excited for the dance numbers, and I don't know, I'm really excited for the dance numbers. It'll be fun
Yeah.
once it's together and choreographed.
Who's directing it?
Mr. Deans,
And who's doing the music?
Mr. Church.
Okay, that's your new music teacher here. Yeah, so,
I've only met him once, but he seems really nice, so
yeah,
it'll be fun to work with.
yeah. So, what's on your bucket list for next year? Because you're on the Empire State Building, but did you do Statue of Liberty?
Oh, no, I didn't go in the Statue of Liberty. I went on the New York Harbor Cruise Drive, and it went like right beside her, but I didn't go in her, so that'll be on my bucket list. And then the other things, I want to go to where 9/11 happened.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and go look at that area. That's actually, that's on.
Yeah, I actually, when I went to New York, I actually got to stand between the Twin Towers and look up. And I looked up so high, you just fall over backwards.
Yeah.
It was because they were so high, 100 stories.
Oh my God.
And it was just like, yeah. Now it's ground zero. And yeah, and they put some other things in there, and they're going to try and rebuild and recognize that event. So it's a busy year ahead for you too.
Yeah, it is.
Being president of the student body is a lot of work.
I know, I have a lot of stuff
Yeah,
to do all
yeah.
the time,
Yeah.
but it's fun.
Yeah, and just yesterday was Hat Day. And that was kind of special to you.
Yeah, because all the proceeds from all the hat days this year are going towards cystic fibrosis, which is what my dad passed away from. So.
Yeah, yeah. So that was kind of special there for you as well. And I said maybe do some New Yorky stuff. So you have New York, your pants are from New York?
Yeah.
Your top is from New York?
Yeah, and
your ring?
this one's from Chinatown. This was my for my last night there at Times Square. It was pretty late. It was like 12, and the guy tied it on me. It says my name. Made it in like a minute or two.
And this is a peace bracelet?
Yeah, this isn't from New York, but this
Okay.
is, and it's a evil eye, and it like wards away evil spirits and like bad things.
Ah,
So yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like things like that. So.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on having a big adventure.
Thank you.
You know, and next year it'll be even bigger, we hope.
Yeah, I'm already overwhelmed thinking about it, but it will be.
Yeah. Well, Courtney, thank you for taking time to come between practices and stuff or whatever you're doing.
Thank you.
And continued success with your world.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So that wraps it up here at Peacock, and thanks to Cancer Society for talking about Women's Cancer Month. And wraps it up, and I'd like to say we'll see you again soon on Moose Chow This Week.